So I'm going to start this with the second question. Mr. Iftikhar from Bangladesh, what motivates you to do anything actually? That's mean what you actually want to do.
Okay, so at first, motivation. What is motivation? Motivation refers to the internal drives which actually push us to act towards our desires and goals so that we can accomplish
Mhm.
it. And what
Yeah.
motivates me to fulfill my goals? So
Mhm.
when I set a goal, I just divide my goals. What should I really need to do? What should I really need to complete my day-to-day task
Mhm.
for accomplishing my goal? So when I complete or finish my daily activities for accomplishing or attaining my goal, that time I feel
Mhm.
motivated. That time it encourages me to work more for attaining my goals. So in this way I get motivation for achieving my goals. Thank you.
Wow, what a nice explanations. Thank you very much, Iftikhar.
My pleasure.
Yeah, so what about you, Iftikhar? What is a great motivator for you? As I think you do lots of things besides your study. So, what is the
I
motivator
try.
for you?
Yeah, literally, yeah, my personal growth motivates me a lot for improving myself. Okay,
Mhm.
when I is skilled in any sector or any whatever I can tell, so then I feel motivated. And also whenever I look at my parents face, that time I realize that they want something from me. For making them happy, I try my best what should I really need to do so that I
Mm.
can make happy. So I have some obligation to them, to my society, to my actual country.
Mhm.
I'm responsible to my roots. So that's why I have to do something. What can I do? If I do my best, if I be the best version of myself,
Mhm.
if I work for being the best version of myself, that time I feel motivated. So that's
Uh,
all.
yeah, so you are mentioning that your personal growth is a great sign for be motivated for doing
Yeah,
something great in your life, right? Yeah,
right,
parents is another biggest issues for being motivated, subconsciously. So
right.
we really we do love our parents. Our parents is really, love us. It's there is no, doubt at all. So parents is also our biggest motivation. Thank you very much, Iftikhar, for your nice answer. So what?
Brother, I have a question
Yeah,
to you.
please go on.
Yeah, as you mentioned in our country, actually, yeah, I believe that uh, they are teaching English in conventional ways. So, what is your suggestion, or so what do you think? What is the best way to teach English as a language, not in academically? That means grammar. Or what is your suggestion for speaking fluently in English?
There are so many things we have to work about that, right? So in our country, most of the coaches tend to memorization. They provide us sheets to memorize so many things. So I can give you some very basic some suggestions. Listening and reading, two things are the input. Whom I follow, Steve Kaufman, AJ Hogue. They were talking about these things. And listening and reading are two things which are input through which we can naturally learn this language. And the most significant thing is that if anyone from any language acquisition, if they want to be perfect, in that language. So that would be wrong, you know. So making mistakes, it's very common in acquiring any kinds of language in the world. So if you see Iftekhar in my country, and I think Sister Shirin can also get this common scenario in his country, in her country. You know, most of the English coaches in our country, they just do not inspire for making mistakes, and they are just correcting those students who are making mistake. But Iftekhar, we can learn so much things from our own mistakes subconsciously, right? And another most important thing is that we are not controller of our brain. Sometimes we want to express some things through our mouth, but we cannot express because we are not our brain controller, right? So our
Right.
brain will provide those things, a home, through which our brain is familiar with. If you get those words through which you want to express some things, if your brain introduced before you talking or expressing those words, only then you can speak. So many things are related about this. And you may also see so many people, they want to say, how could we say this, how could you say this common question, right? But actually we are not able to maintain our brain. Our brain will provide those words, those sentences, phrases, right? So it's only about our brain. And on the other important thing is that most of the coaches in my country, they just pronounce and show some videos about idioms, you
You're
know.
right. For
So
grabbing
our main,
attraction.
yeah, that's true. So does it make any sense? You are talking to someone else's, you are communicating with someone else's using some idioms, your opposite party can't understand you. Does it make any sense? No. So, so what is your main objective for talking with anyone else? For communicating with each other, right?
Right.
So if your party can understand you, if you can understand your party, then it makes the better communication. And we need excitement to talk. If they can, you may also follow something that when you feel excited to talk English, it comes through your mouth automatically. Now, in today's session, I feel quite, tired. So that's why you may already followed that I cannot speak very nice. So it's all about our physical and psychological and so many things. And so many things. And I want to say one thing that I have done a course from AJ Hogg, the famous
Yeah,
English
I
coach.
know. As you hope. Effortless
Yeah,
English.
yes,
Yeah.
from United America. So I have had that course. So that's why I have learned something which is really incredible. And most of the people in my country and most of the coaches in my country, they do not aware about that.
Right.
So here in my, Rajshahi, in my areas, we want to teach how actually AJ Hope teaches around the world so many students. So many things are related. So the first core thing is that listening, you have to listen, you have to read, and you have to make mistakes. How much you can make mistake, that much you can learn. Okay, so that's all
Another
in
thing.
our.
Last one question for you that you just mentioned we should focus on reading. So as English is another language for our
Mhm.
country, it's our second language. So when we read any text, so should we learn or read this text understanding the meaning? What do you
So
think?
if there are two kinds of words. One is active words, another is passive words.
Right.
Passive words, those words, what you understand, but you do not use while writing and speaking. And active words, those words we actually speak and write. Most of the times we desire to talk some words, but we cannot. So those are passive words. So by reading, you can understand, comprehend some sentences, some phrases, some word by guessing
Yeah,
what actually
right.
we used to attend to. We are just reading, we cannot understand some word, we just search our dictionary, right? But if
Right,
you
right.
follow, as I know you are a good reader, you read some different kinds of books except your study, right? So you may follow that one single word, you maybe don't understand, but the same word is using another paragraph, another phrases, another pages. So if you just try to gaze and comprehend those reading, it will storage in your brain subconsciously without you knowing. And talking is only about active words. So you cannot talk some things what you actually want actually, right? So it's all about your brain. So many things actually. Arju on the anything else? Log the meeting. Anything else, Iftikhar?
No, yeah, that's great suggestion I have got today. So I have learned many things today
So
joining with you. Thank
My
you
pleasure,
for
Iftikhar,
I
my
want to
pleasure.
mention something.
Going to ask the question number 7. Okay, start from the finishing lines. Should we search should we search motivation for doing anything or work first? So what do you think about this, Iftikhar?
maybe we skipped the question number 6 or
No, no,
what?
I may ask, no problem. As I'm the host, so I have the power. What question I
Okay,
can do? So it's up to
okay,
me.
got it, got it, got it.
Go on the question number
Yeah,
7.
yeah, please ask again the question.
Okay, so most of the time we try
Yeah.
to do some new things, right? So in
Yeah.
that case, what should we do? Should we search motivation for doing certain things or just work first? Let's go
Okay,
and
got
work.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
okay, are you
Okay.
understand?
Yeah, understand. Yeah, so when I feel demotivated, that time what I do? That's the question actually.
Nobody, you misunderstand me. You have a punishment from my side. Look at the question number 7. Should
Seven,
we
should we start
search
motivation for doing? Okay,
motivation
okay, yeah, got
for?
it, got it. Yeah, got it. Now got it. I searched the chat
Okay,
box. Yeah,
no problem.
yeah. That time we actually what I do that I focus on working.
Hmm.
And yes, I sometimes follow some mentors. As you know, Sabit Raihan sir.
International.
I follow
Yes.
his instructions, what he wrote in his book Mona Shokti, the book name is, and also what I learned from his 7 days free course. So I
Hmm.
follow that. I also wrote on my notebook what should I do when I feel demotivated, when I feel lack of confidence or something else. So that time I just leave all my activities, all my works, and I just take time. I take deep breath. When we take deep breath and just breathe out slowly, that time we can heal ourselves, our all body cells can actually calm. So in this way also what he actually taught in our session, I also follow this. Also I read books, actually some non-fiction books. Austin Kleon's the great writer, his great books is Keep Going, Show Your Work. These types of books
Oh,
I read, I underlined, highlighted some quotations on the book, so that when I feel lack of confidence, that time I read the sentences quotation, then I feel relaxed. And after skipping the day, the following from the following day, I again start working. Thank you.
Mm, yeah, that's great. Oh, Sister Shirin, do you know about breathe, taking breath? What actually was talking
Yeah, yeah,
Iftikhar?
I understand that. Yeah.
Do you know about how could you recharge yourself, boost yourself when you feel, heavy, when you feel demotivated, tired? How could you, boost yourself? Do you know that procedure?
Not really. You can tell me.
Iftikhar, could you please share the procedure, the way, how could we make ourselves, boost? How could we boost ourselves when we feel tired? This is a very great way, sister. I have learned this way from American coach AJ Hawk in his course, which is $100,
Oh.
you know, and I get the common way from the book what was mentioning by Iftikhar. So let's go to learn how could we feel, boost, how could we boost ourselves when we feel tired, exhausted. Iftikhar, go on.
Okay, so a number of ways you can heal yourself by taking deep breath. But I want to mention here a rule I have read from a book. I actually forgot the book name, but the rule is 448. I don't know you have heard the rule 448. That means you just take breath 4 seconds. Take breath 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, and
Mm-hmm.
hold the breath for uh, 4 seconds, and gradually you can increase the time
Exhale.
as much as you
Okay.
can. And after holding these initially 4 seconds, 4 second take breath, and 4 second hold it, and just breathe out slowly twice, then you
Mm.
took. Okay, and gradually just breathe out, and then
Okay,
if you
let's
just
go.
do that
Let's go. Hurry.
every after getting up from the bed and before going to bed, 2 times if you can do, only for 5 minutes to 10 minutes, then you can gradually you can feel boosted, energetic from your
Mm.
inner. So that's the
Mm.
way.
Okay,
Did it
let's go.
work
Let's
with
You can
you,
go.
count
brother?
it. Easiest way.
So did it
That's
work
the
with you?
easiest way. Yeah, yeah, it's worked for me. Before going to, as I whole day I busy with teaching my students, also my studying, also making contents, editing, or
Mm.
etc. So that time before going to bed, I just sleeping on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I do meditation 5 to 10 minutes, and after also getting up from the bed, I also take 5 to 10 deep breathe.
Mm-hmm.
I follow. Okay.
Another thing, Iftikhar, if you give me permission, then I can add.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Okay,
Obviously, why not?
Sister Shirin, physiology. You may hear this word for the very first time. Physiology and breathing, do these two things can make yourself, refreshed and relaxed. Most of the time, as we are student, for getting some, stress from our education. So how could you overcome from the situation instantly? Okay, so like sometimes when we feel exhausted, our shoulder comes forward, right? And our head like
Down.
this one.
Right.
Okay, you may follow, So in this way, you have to shoulder back, chin up, take a deep, long breath, and exhale like this. you know so this is a very amazing way, and you can prove yourself when you feel exhausted, and this time our oxygen go into our brain, and it makes ourselves boosted. So this is great way. Okay, Redwan.
From now on, I will do it. Thank you, guys.
Okay. We are Bangladeshi people, Bangladeshi peoples are very, very emotional, and they actually love to, you know, কি বলে আতিথেয়তা, hospitality, we love hospitality, and it's the nature of our nationality,
We are like that too. Egyptian people
Yeah.
are too emotional, and we aren't rational people. Like all of us are too emotional, and just our emotions like guide us.
Yeah. Shirin, I desire to learn Korean sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sometimes.
When you talk that session, you have to contact me
Yeah,
for
yeah.
free.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Most uh, present time, most of the Bangladeshi students like Iftekhar Redouan, they actually love to go study at South Korea, and it's really must to learn Korean language for studying there. So in this case, if I will have the chance to be there, so definitely I'll knock you. So what do you do in your free time when you get your friends? Let's talk some informal things. What do you do when you get your friends?
Question two.
Yeah.
What do you do when you get your friends together?
Should I answer? What do I do when I'm with my friends?
Yes, when you get together with your friends, like in my country.
They keep compliment about their lives. I just keep
Yeah.
listening to their complaints.
Complainings and interesting facts and viral things, what's going on in my country and over the walls. Who likes someone else's, who doesn't like someone else's,
Yeah, talking about people, but not bad things, but like us, this girl have got married, this girl go to somewhere like that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'd love to finish our room with the question number, who do you motivate most? I think what are the best way to motivate others? Yeah, Iftekhar, you are teacher, you teach so many students. So how do you motivate your students? Talk from your
Okay.
real experience.
Yeah. Literally, my real experience is as I teach my academic students, so I just I just motivate them like this way. I just tell them why they should be successful in life. At first, I clear the word why. I learned the tricks from many books, non-fiction books, written by writer. So they just told written on the book that at first clear your why. When you clarify your why, then you can get your track. Then you should follow the uh, 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 what you need to do to accomplish your goal. At first, why you need to accomplish, then what you should do to accomplish the goal. Then third one is how you can accomplish the goal. Why, what, and how. So in this way, I try to make them motivated so that they can accomplish their goals. Simple. You're muted. Muted.
By the way, I have a question to you, Iftikhar.
Yeah, you can ask me.
By the way, why do you live in this universe? For achieving our goal, for the success. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. As I'm a Muslim, my actually, what can I say? My goal is to go to Jannah or Behest. What should I say? For going there, I have to I have to follow my religious. That means 5 times salah, for performing 5 times salah, and recite the Holy Quran and these things actually. But leading our life, there's some actually incident happened with the Sahaba of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him.
Yeah.
Okay, so but we have to lead our life in the earth, on the earth. We have to work. Without working, Allah will not feed you. Without working,
Mm.
for working, for leading your life, you have to work, you have to earn, so that you can lead your life. Also, you can add value to other people's life. You got my question answered. Your question answered.
So I think we have to avoid two discussion. One is political, another is religious. If you do not have the proper knowledge, if you do not have the proper logic about certain questions from religion as well as the politics, right? So you should
Yes.
avoid those person and those discussion. In this case, if you visit the communities like James Sparrow has a community. What is the name,
Yes.
James?
Oh, let me share the link in the chat box. I have it
Okay,
right
Redwan, you
here.
can. Okay, you
Yes,
can
of
if you
course.
just visit and just be members of his community. He also
Yeah.
leads some, wonderful session, as I
Yes.
know. Right, James?
I'm a member
Yeah.
of that.
Thank you so much. Okay. Bye-bye. See
Yeah.
you.
Okay, bye
See,
bye.
see you
Assalamu
Thursday.
alaikum,
Bye bye.
everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.